Hey guys, Ryan Midoff here. Today, we're vlogging from paradise, we always are. Remember that paradise is in the world as we put socks on and we get started to attack the day in an energy way, a happy hustle. What blogger are you being? You know, a lot of people put emphasis on action, and I'm kind of an action-oriented person in one way, but it's a being person, and that's what most people don't realize. They think just more is better, and working harder and hustling and really diving into it. One thing I'm learning, studying a lot of folks who really kill it through online businesses, through offline businesses, just across all types of niches. Some of them may be bloggers too, but I've just found it in other niches more than blogging, is that you have to see which blogger you're being throughout the course of the day to get a feel for why you're getting the results you're getting, or to get a feel for why you're really attached to results. And the more you just dwell on this idea of who am I being? Am I being scared? Am I being worried? Am I being attached to outcomes? Or am I being a fun feeling, fun acting, inspired acting, sometimes scared acting blogger? Whether it's letting more people in through connecting with more folks, or publishing that extra blog post that you're really afraid to do because you don't want to force it, you don't want to push it, towards whatever. And it's a very difficult thing to say, or to observe, because even trying to put it into words, it's difficult, because a state of being is so different when you try to achieve it. That's why I keep looking out into the distance, versus a state of doing. When you're being the person, sometimes you're fearless, sometimes you're super inspired, and then there are moments, because you're a human being, where you're going to be scared, you're going to be worried, you're going to feel like you're wasting your time. It's part of the human experience. This is being a human. So I guess what I'm saying more than anything with this video is, are you being a pro blogger? I think that title sounds good. Are you being that person throughout a significant course of the day? Now, does that mean acting more? No. Does that mean doing more? No. Does that mean meeting more people? No. Does that mean writing more posts? Nope. Publishing more videos? Nope, 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 nope. It means being the person, being regularly, that experiences the fears, the worries, the anguish, the anger, the nose itching, lets it go, and then publishes the next post, and meets the next 5 people. Not from a hurried space, not from a rush space, not from a sports space, not from I need to get this done. The needing goes. The needing, I was going to throw an analogy, but it wasn't going to work. The needing to do any of it goes, then what happens is you're just being the person. So it's more about, than anything, being a human, embracing these energies, and after you embrace these energies, continuing to act. Because once you've faced, embraced, and released them, you're still being the person. You be the person who meets more people, who reaches out or connects with folks who are coming into their lives. And this is one of the biggest ideas for you to embrace that's really difficult in the beginning. Even as I say things like reach out and connect and network, all you're doing is letting people in. It's all an illusion. We're all connected. It's all one energy. There's an appearance of separation between us, and I know this idea is really difficult to grasp, but I certainly don't. Especially when we're doing things all from mind, you, me, you know, this, that, box, limit. When you, as cats come in the house, in the room, call it Molly, no, Delilah, are networking, all you're doing is letting people in that you're connected to already. Now, isn't that interesting? So this is just another idea. When you're being the person, you're just going to be, let more like-minded people in. You're also going to let people who don't agree with you in, or trying to find their clarity, and criticize you and all those different things. And all this energy feels like impossible to manage at times. But if you just keep reminding yourself, am I being the pro blogger? Before I see evidence of being a pro blogger, before I see evidence of traffic and sales and success and fame and all this stuff, then you're on the right track. And as you're being that person, you're naturally going to be that person for more and more each day. It doesn't mean more and more work. It doesn't mean you're eventually going to work 24 hours a day. But if you started with like 2 hours of being the person, it's probably going to be 4 to 6 hours of being the person. And through that extra 3 or 4 hours, you're going to have moments where you're just going to be like, man, what's going on here? But your energy will get higher and higher. You'll be the person more and more. You'll act more inspired. You'll connect with more folks. You know, gain more clarity in your business. And guys, just be the person. Be the person. Be the person. For a set period of time each day. So working on this level of time in mind. You know, that's kind of how we do it. Shouldn't be. It's all an energy game. But you know, there's going to be a little bit of order here. You're going to be like, okay, I don't have to be this person for a set period of time a day, but it's just naturally going to happen because the person who wants the freedom, energy, and all these, you know, that wants to follow their final live this inspired life, they're naturally going to be the person, and they'll become the person. Guys, be a pro blogger. Buy a Blogging Paradise ebook on Amazon. I have 125 of them. I'm not sure which one I'll link into below, but I'll also link into the library. So buy 1, 5, or 10 Blogging from Paradise ebooks on Amazon. Get that inner game clear. Retire to a life of island hopping, smart blogging. Until next time, enjoy paradise.